Hi, hello, my name is Jess Marie. This is yesterday's Coffee Grounds, where I typically talk of things that are going on in my life or reflections of things that have happened in the past. And yes, this is not my normal look. I have the viral TikTok sensation, natural curls, where you put the headband, or like I've seen people do it with socks, or you can get like the actual like piece where you like twist your hair around each time. It's worked sometimes for me, other times it doesn't work for me, but we're gonna try. I wasn't anticipating clearly to film tonight, but tonight I am filming because I could not sleep. I am laying in bed thinking so hard of what I need to do more of to be what I call successful and to feel like I'm making progress in my life. So a lot of my investments of trying hard. We can try hard in a lot of ways, but if we're not directing our energy and our time appropriately or correctly, it's not going to go anywhere, right? If let's say you want to build muscle strength and muscle volume, and you're doing certain exercises that aren't going to be applied to that, or you're not increasing the resistance or having the right frequency, it's not going to develop in the way, and then results won't occur. And it's almost a mathematical equation on how it works, right? You can apply that to many other things. You can try really hard, but there's a formulation, right? There's a correct, multiple correct ways to do it, but there are multiple incorrect ways to do it. So in my life, what I'm working on and where my time is being invested is myself. And maybe that's selfish, coming from someone who is a mom of a 2-year-old. I feel like it's appropriate to start exercising again, to start being mindful of what I eat, when I eat. I am prone to nighttime snacking, how much alcohol I consume, what is going on in my mental state, because a lot of times it's foggy. I can't think clearly. I speak out of emotion instead of rationally, and I blame. I throw a lot of blame. I throw a lot of anger because I'm dissatisfied in my life. And what I'm trying to do is invest in myself a little bit and hopefully try to change that. Hopefully become someone where it's like, yes, girl, you did the things that you wanted to do. You became successful. And I made a video a couple days ago of being afraid to fail. Just that fear, that concern of not making it, not doing the things, but that fear prevents me from actually doing something about it. So little things, and sometimes like it's not even time investment for me. Like for me, it's just like buying one little thing. So like one of the things that I want to do, I just had to buy a set of boxes. I spent so much time just looking at the quality of these boxes to be able to do one of the things that I want to do. And it seems so minimal, but it makes a huge difference if you're selling a product and the box is shit and then it gets squished during transportation and everything. I want to be a part of people's lives. I want to impact people's lives in a positive way and be open-minded to different stories and different backgrounds, and have opportunity to provide to people, or knowledge to provide to people, and have people provide knowledge and opportunities to me as well. I believe in that sharing of gifts, and I believe in a trade society. I don't think it'll work right now, but I do have that belief that if I am right now, one of the things I'm doing is self-study in massage, which is not technically legal, but to have that skill and to have that knowledge is something that I think is very valuable, because massage is a very good form of healing. It is, you can't technically be a licensed or a practicing massage person, where I live anyway, without a license. You cannot practice massage or charge people for money because of a bunch of ethics and stuff like that. But I can do it in a way that's a trade society. Okay, so let's say somebody can provide for me, let's say they have a chamomile farm or a honey farm. If you give me 2 pints of honey, I will massage you every week for a month, right? That's, I think, like, pint is like, I don't know, that's pretty, like, I'm not gonna go through 2 pints, I don't think, in a month, but I think that's still a fair trade, because then anything that I have left over, I can make products and then hopefully sell again, you know what I mean? So that's what I am building towards, but I need to have those skills, and I have limited myself for so long because I'm like, I am too young for for the knowledge that I had. And I felt like for a while, like I was very calm, very mellow, not egotistical at all between like, I don't know, between the age of 18 and now I'm almost 26. So somewhere in this time, I felt like I did a really good job. And there was also a point in my life, I was really good at talking to people and knowing exactly what they wanted to hear and how they wanted it to be heard. And I lost that skill and I'm pissed. I'm pissed that I don't have that right now. Right now, I am so uncomfortable in social situations, not social anxiety even. It's I don't have anything to say or add to the conversation, so I don't want to communicate or I don't want to participate, and I just avoid and I smile and I walk away. You know, it's not a good conversation piece, right? That's just me right now. And with time that'll change, because that's something that I want genuinely to change, is to be able to have good conversations. I also can't have a conversation about, because I am somebody, I like to be personal. I don't like surface level shit. And that's also one of my mental blocks. So my first one is that I'm too young to be able to do the things that I want to do. My ultimate dream is a tree fruit sanctuary in the woods where I can help people heal. I can help them relieve stress and emotion through massage. I can give them an opportunity to be off their phone for a couple hours. I can be somebody's friend and have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or, I don't know, tequila shot, if that's what somebody needs. Give them a space for them to be freely. And with that role comes mild counseling, becomes good listening skills, speak when appropriate to speak. Like there's so many different fundamental skills. So what I need to do when I'm 25 to get there when I'm 35, first invest in myself. And I think practice entrepreneurship, practice business, practice social connections, because those are things that I am severely lacking right now. Business skills, none. I am somebody, I've done serving. I am the worst at upselling because it's like, I don't care if you need this product or not. I don't care. I just don't like to upsell people. I don't like the idea of it, but I get happy when people make the decision for themselves. I am not good at it. Like, some people are so good at it, and a lot of times people do need certain products that they didn't know that they needed, or how it'll save them money, or depending on what it is, right? I'm just somebody, like, I trust that what's there, if we're talking about serving, I trust that the menu is going to serve itself. It's going to present itself, and if somebody wants something, like when I try to upsell, I end up like, I don't know, it's like, hey, are you guys thinking of dessert? And it's like, no, we're not. We thought of it and we don't want dessert. Instead of like, oh my gosh, like, you guys haven't heard about our churros, have you? The churros are one thing, but the dip that goes with it is just something. You can get one churro and it gets cut in half, so you each can have one, have a little bit of that dip, have that savory, sweet flavor after your nice taco, and it's just like, I'm not good at that. I'm not good on the fly like that. And I think why I used to be so good at it, because I would sit and have conversations. I would prepare conversations in my head before they would even happen. And then when I would prepare, this is manifestation at its finest. I would prepare these conversations and have the answers to questions that people would ask me, and I would have that answer. And then in the next day or two, somebody who I would respect in my community, I would see them and have this conversation about what I literally prepared the conversation for a couple days before. And it would happen over and over and over again. And I became really confident that way. And confident kind of led to ego. Not long after all that ego building, I discovered magic mushrooms, went on a hippie bender. That's kind of where, I don't know, I'm now this like weird morph of hippie and also like soft glam. Thanks, Grandma Belle. I blame you. I don't blame you. I thank you. Almost got a little exposure. Ooh, no, not today, not today. Yeah, I hope you're not watching my video and you're like, who is this lady? Why is she dressed like this? It's a soft glam night. It's we're in the 40s. This is how we did our hair, and we're just trying to talk some real shit. And I am going to get to where I need to be. I don't want to make I don't know. I don't want to talk numbers, but I don't know what even is a reasonable amount to make. I make like, I don't know, let's say 15,000 a year. I don't know, 15,000. But yeah, that's not a lot of money, I don't think. 15,000. Yeah, you can buy a car with 15,000, like flat out, no anything. Like that's not a lot of money. I thought I was making like 10,000. I don't know. I don't know actually how much I make. If I make, oh yeah, like that's probably right. I don't make a lot of money. So anything more than what I'm making would be so sufficient, you know, to be able to buy a little bit extra, like to not have to buy something from Walmart for my son. No shame in Walmart, but you know, when you have that extra like $20 where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna get him something from Baby Gap, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is so cute, this is awesome, just to have that little bit extra to spend, to be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pay for your meal, I'm gonna tip this server 30%, you know, like I'm gonna go above and beyond. There's this guy who comes into the liquor store every night. He gets a 6-pack of beer, and he tips every other night $15. So his tip is more than the beer. He's spending double just because, and I don't know why. And at first I thought maybe, I'm like, oh, is he just tipping me because he likes me and he thinks that because it's on a till machine, does he think that it's going to me? And I'm like, and then somebody said something last night. He's like, hey, like this guy, he comes in and he just works at the gas station. So he's working at a gas station. I know he's not making much more than I am, unless he, like, I don't know, he's extremely blessed at his job, or he has something else that he's got going on. But just like that generosity, that really helps us. When our tips are split up between 10 people, it makes a difference, you know, because not a lot of people are tipping more than $2 at a gas or at a liquor store, right? And just going that little bit above and beyond. It's like, I want to be in that position, and I know the more you give out in the world, the more that comes back that is and it isn't true. I've tried living by that motto, and for me, it doesn't always work, but I don't know. I think everybody has their own type of mentality and ideas of how things work and how much investment they put in these kinds of ideologies of, like, if you've seen My Name's Earl, do good things and good things will happen. The whole play on karma and how the karma system works. Really funny show, really old school comedy. If a lot of things that if it came out nowadays, it would be canceled. It would not fly. Yeah, those are kind of my thoughts right now, and I hope my head still isn't spinning before bed. Get off your phone, girl. Do not go on your phone. I actually wasn't on my phone before this. I'm literally laying in bed thinking of, I feel like I'm trying so hard. I'm waking up early. I'm putting in time and investment. And it's like, okay, do more. Where are your pockets of time? Where are your pockets of time where you don't have to sacrifice time with your son? Do not sacrifice time with your son. Maybe a little bit here and there, like snapping a quick photo, but do not sacrifice that time with him. Okay, so I have time in the morning and I have time in the evening. Cleaning, responsibility. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to fall asleep. And yeah, tomorrow's a new day, and I got some sick journal writing to do in the morning. I kind of like this spot here. I film in the other room because in the morning, because the bedrooms are right here, but I didn't want to walk all the way down the hall. Oh my gosh, all the way down the hall. But I really like this setup. I kind of like it. This nighttime lighting is doing me a lot of favors. Yeah, this is a good spot. So if you want to see my hair, this is my hair. It does not look as good as some of the other girls who do it, but this is my hair. Hi, how are you? Not that I watch a lot of Jeffree Star, but I do know that's a Jeffree Star quote. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it this far to see my lovely hair reveal, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Not to tell you what to do, but I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Bye.